wider than the widest horizon, loftier than the highest Kanchenjunga, profounder than the deepest ocean. Namaste and a very warm good afternoon to you all. Respected judges, presentees and all my participants. Myself, I am Sandesh Gemire from Apollo International College. It is my privilege to participate in this speech competition organized by Sri Aurobindo Yoga Mandir on auspicious occasion of Sri Aurobindo's 150th birth anniversary. The topic of today's speech competition is Sri Aurobindo and his philosophy. I have categorized this topic into 3 different sections. At first, I will be talking about who is Sri Aurobindo, and secondly, I will be highlighting his philosophy, and at last, I will conclude my speech. First is first. Before talking about Sri Aurobindo and his work, I would like to go through his biography. Sri Aurobindo, yogi, poet, philosopher and Indian nationalist, Sri Aurobindo was born in India, Calcutta on 15th August 1872 in a high-class family. He started his educational journey from Christian convent school, Darjeeling. His father, Dr. Krishna Dhargos, was so much influenced with the Western culture and philosophy, and he always wanted his son to have a high-paid and prestigious government job, which is why he sent his son Aurobindo to England at the age of 7 to continue his education. After completing his high school, he enrolled in the University of Cambridge, where he became expert in 2 classical and several modern European languages. Sri Aurobindo has highest level of patriotism, so that he returned back to India in 1892 and held various administrative and professorial jobs in Baroda and Calcutta. Returning to his native culture, he started serious study on Vedanta, Upanishad, English, Indian language, Sanskrit, and so on. Sri Aurobindo has highest level of patriotism, so that he defined his country differently. He says that other people look upon a country as an inert piece of matter, stretch of field and meadows, forest and river. To me, she is the mother. I adore her. I worship her. Sri Aurobindo's patriotic thought was born out of the idea of Vedanta and Upanishad. The idea of Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam is the foundation of his patriotic thought. Because of this thought, he involved in politics from 1902 to 1910 to make India free from British rule. Due to his political activities, he was imprisoned in 1908 in Alipuro jail. But soon he was released because no evidence could be provided. During his stay in jail, he had a magical and spiritual experience. He also had a darshan of Lord Krishna. During his stay in jail, he understood that all is too little that the world can give. Its power and knowledge are the gift of time, and it cannot fulfill the secret of thirst. After leaving the jail, he went to the Pondicherry and founded a community of spiritual seekers, and which took a shape of Sri Aurobindo Ashram in 1926 with the help of his spiritual collaborator Mira Alfasa Dimadar. He spent his 40 years in Sri Aurobindo Ashram doing sadhana and tapasya for the sake of humanity and to make the world better. Now, I would like to move toward his philosophy. Sri Aurobindo's philosophy is based upon the idea of integralism. Integralism is the synthesis of idealism, realism and spiritualism. Or in Eastern term, we can call it is the synthesis of karma yoga, bhakti yoga, dhyana yoga and all other form of the yoga. Sri Aurobindo has said that yoga can transform human body life into the Superman. Sri Aurobindo has also emphasized and worked a lot for the sake of the education. He said that education should not be for the certificate and should not be for the job. So that he said the basic principle of education is to know thyself. If you know yourself, if you know innate capacity and if you know your true nature, you will be able to know the whole earth. He also suggested teachers to cultivate 4 qualities in a children, in a students. 4 qualities are love, knowledge, power and beauty. If you cultivate those 4 qualities in children, it will help to raise their consciousness and help them to become a real human. Sri Aurobindo has also said that it is not a number we want, it is a selection. It is not a brilliant student we want, it is a living soul. Sri Aurobindo, all other rishis believe that the God is true, but their creation is false. But here Sri Aurobindo says that if God is true, then his creation must be true. The basic principle of Sri Aurobindo's philosophy is integral yoga. Then what is integral yoga? Integral yoga is the yoga of supramental. It is the yoga that transforms our narrow-minded, superficial and ordinary way of living into the divine way of living and manifest the divine in a divine earth. He also described about supermind. What is supermind according to Sri Aurobindo? According to Sri Aurobindo, supermind is a bridge between Satchidananda and lower manifestation. According to Sri Aurobindo, there are three types of being: lower being, inner being, outer being, and psychic being. Sri Aurobindo has worked a lot for the psychic being. According to Sri Aurobindo, psychic being is the evolving soul, innermost soul. Sri Aurobindo. Now I would like to conclude my speech. Sri Aurobindo was born as an ordinary individual. He became poet, he became freedom fighter, he became Indian nationalist, and he left his body in 1950, 5 December. He has given a lot, he has done a lot of contribution for the sake of humanity, and now also we believe that he is with us, he is around us. Thank you.